What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys had a fantastic day today. And today we have the January 2024 Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport update for you guys. I really hope you guys are excited for today's video, as I just stumbled. I about said 2023, but hello 2024. Unbelievable. It's hard to really envision that since I'm pre-recording way in advance for Cohesion, but nevertheless, really excited for today's video. We have some really exciting changes here, and I'm excited to dive into them. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started, everybody. Starting right here, we have this American Airlines Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. This aircraft is currently coming in from the Madrid airport, and now it's going to be heading over to Las Vegas next. Really cool to see those Dreamliners making some cool domestic routes in the process here during the early stages of January. This American Eagle 175 for Envoy today is currently making a service coming in from Birmingham, Alabama, and now it's going to have a service over to the Tucson airport. Next, we have this American Airlines Airbus A319 with the Sharklets. This aircraft is coming in from the Kansas City International Airport. Airliners International 2024 will be taking place at the Kansas City International Airport from June 26th to 29th of 2024. So definitely go check it out. Link will be in the description. Anyways, now this aircraft's heading over to Oklahoma City, the Will Rogers World Airport particularly. This American Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the AirCal Heritage Paint Scheme coming in from the Orange County Airport, and now it's going to be heading over to Las Vegas. And then we have a nice variety of aircraft over here at the D extension that we'll get here in a moment, once we get on the better side of the lighting. Starting over here with Concourse E, in the meantime, we have this American Eagle CRJ700 for SkyWest. This aircraft is currently making a non-stop service today coming in. I had the main route sheet out for all the other airlines, and then these regional jets just sneak up on you. Anyways, this aircraft's coming in from Grand Island, Nebraska, and now it's heading over to the Houston Hobby Airport. And we have this CRJ700 coming in from Longview, Texas, and now it's going to be heading over to San Angelo. Here we have a Spirit Airlines Airbus A320 pushing back with service over to Baltimore after coming in from Las Vegas. And here's the Airbus A320neo. Very excited to get the new NG models versions in the upcoming update, so that'll be the next update. This particular 320neo, however, is currently making a service in from Orlando, now has service over to Detroit. Two Frontier aircraft today, once again. We have the Max Dillon Airbus A321 coming in from the Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky International Airport, and now this aircraft is going to be heading over to Denver. And Baja the Whale Shark's back finally. Here he is on the 320neo. As this aircraft makes a non-stop service today, coming in from Cancun, he'll now be heading over to the Tampa airport. Mesa Airlines CRJ900 operating for United Airlines today, coming in from Denver. It's still hilarious after they had that massive operation here that now they're flying in from Denver on a hub-to-hub route. Quite interesting. Not hub-to-hub for United, but to another fellow hub. Here's Delta Airbus A321 coming in from the Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, or Citrus Aviation's airport. And here we have this Airbus A320. This aircraft's coming in from Minneapolis, and now it's going to be heading over to Los Angeles. And we have an Airbus A220-100 coming in from Detroit, and now it's going to be heading over to New York LaGuardia Airport. Excited for Seattle to start in July at long last. That was supposed to happen during the pandemic, and obviously the pandemic happened. And lastly, we have Airbus A220-300 for Delta coming in from the New York LaGuardia Airport, and now it's going to be heading over to Boston. This JetBlue Airways Airbus A220-300 is also going to be heading out to Boston today. Love that aircraft. They may be flying the 190 or 320, but it's too good of an aircraft, has to be in here since GeminiJets finally made it. The Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-900ER in the UNCF livery is currently coming in from Seattle, and now it's going to be heading over to Portland. Great routes. And we have this United Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 coming in from the Houston George Bush Airport, now over to Chicago O'Hare. United Airlines Airbus E319 heading over to Denver after coming in from Washington Dulles. Really like that Dulles service. Lastly, we have the Air Canada Airbus A220-300 coming in from Toronto, now heading over to Montreal. So glad to see those services going very well for those respective carriers. SkyWest CRJ-700 time. Here's our first one coming in from Bismarck, North Dakota, and now it's going to be making a service over to Alexandria, Louisiana. Excuse me. And the next one's coming in from Laredo, Texas, now heading over to Lafayette, Louisiana. And we have a nice variety here for these next three. The first one's coming in from St. George, Utah, now it's heading over to Tyler, Texas. Second aircraft's coming in from Wichita Falls, and now it's going to be heading over to let's see here, Monroe, Louisiana, and the last one's coming in from Fort Wayne, Indiana, and now it's going to be also heading back to Indiana, this time South Bend. Okay, this will be the final time that the Boutique PC-12 is in the airport update. I thought I'd give it one last run. The route ended in November. I know it's January. Just thought that we'd really respect Boutique here on their way out. So this Boutique PC-12 we'll be making it one final time, heading over to the great city of Carlsbad, New Mexico. Over here, sorry about the camera shake, we have the American Airlines Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. This aircraft, once I can make it over to it, is currently coming in from Las Vegas as well. So glad to see that heavy route doing really well there, especially considering how many. Apologies about that interruption, everybody, but nevertheless, here's this American Eagle ERJ 175 for Envoy coming in from Billings. Now it's going to be heading over to Baton Rouge. And over there taxiing in, we have this American Airlines Airbus A319, also with Shotcut aircraft coming in from the Tulsa International Airport, and now it's going to be heading over to Charleston, South Carolina. Okay, let's revert and head over here to take a look at some additional aircraft over here at Concourse D. First and foremost, though, here is the Qantas Boeing 787-9 coming in from Melbourne. Really cool to get this in here. It's been a while, so glad to get to feature it here in today's airport update. And we also have this Aeromexico Connect ERJ 190, and he's coming in right now from Mexico City. Alrighty, so over there we have the Volaris Airbus A320 Neo. This aircraft is currently coming in from Guadalajara on a 10 round today, so glad to see that they're doing well here with that route. And we have this Emirates Boeing 777-300ER. Glad to see this on 777-300 coming in from Dubai. Back to normal. Love to see it. Took a while, but international travel sometimes works like that, so there we go. The Korean Air Boeing 787-9 is coming in from Seoul, South Korea, so glad to see this route also going really well. There's a chance that they may have been bringing in the 777-300 at one point on this. I could be wrong, but during the route segment, we'll clarify this. And also, this Japan Airlines Boeing 787-9 flight from Tokyo, Narita, or Haneda, whichever airport it is at this point, most likely for sure is definitely on the 777-300. So a couple of differences there. It's tough to have every single one of them, so I try to get the variety there. Might have to sell a cutter or two to match it, we'll see. But nevertheless, looking good with those aircraft. American Airlines Boeing 787-8 coming in from Kahului, and now it's going to be making a service today over to Chicago O'Hare. This American Airlines Boeing 777-300ER is currently making a service today in from London Heathrow, and now it's going to be heading back out there. So looking very good with that aircraft. And then we have a nice assortment of American Airlines heavy aircraft, including this first Boeing 787-9. As the aircraft's coming in from Orlando rather, now he's going to be heading over to Miami. We have a second Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner coming in from Frankfurt, and now it's going to be making a service today over to Honolulu. Or rather, I'll save that for the domestic side. The first one came to my head. Let's send them to Tokyo Narita as well. And then this 777-200 is coming in from Shanghai, and now it's going to be heading over to, what's the airport? The Seoul airport, that's the one I'm thinking of. So looking good with all those aircraft. Alrighty, everybody, just wanted to come in the update really quick to wish DFW a happy 50th birthday. So cool to see DFW over 50 years old now. What a staple it's been across the United States, of course, for Delta Airlines, American Airlines, and many other airlines, not only establishing their hubs, but also all the point-to-point traffic, especially over the last 10 years that DFW has developed. But I just thought it was way too cool. Not to mention the 50th birthday. I'll be sure to talk about it a little bit more extensively in the next update, but thought it was super cool. So absolutely awesome to see that DFW is thriving. We got new services coming this year, which I'm really excited about. I'm really eager to see the just overall progression that we'll see here at the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport with the new terminal coming in the future, of course, and so many more developments that I'm really excited about. So happy birthday, DFW. Absolutely awesome accomplishment. Looking very forward to the future, and what an amazing accolade to add to DFW. Absolutely fantastic. And I know it's kind of shaded, but let's go ahead and work on these mainline aircraft. This American Airlines Boeing 737-800 is currently making a nonstop service coming in from Austin. Now it's going to be heading over to Fresno. And we have this Airbus A320 as that aircraft is currently, let me get the mainline sheet out, it's bouncing all between the sheets right now. A320 is coming in from Milwaukee. Now it's heading over to Spokane. And we have this Airbus A321 coming in from Portland. Now it's going to be heading over to Las Vegas. And we have this Airbus A320 coming in from El Paso, and now it's going to be heading over to New Orleans. Okay, getting into some more American Airlines mainline action. Airbus A319 coming in from Albuquerque, now it's heading over to Eagleville. Airbus A320 is currently coming in right now from, let's see here, Pensacola, and now it's going to be heading over to Oklahoma City. Pulling into the gate, we have an Airbus A321 with Shotcut coming in from Seattle, and now it's going to be heading over to Puerto Vallarta. And we have, sorry that they're kind of in the shade. Let me zoom in so you can see a little bit better. Airbus A321 with fence tips coming in from Denver, now heading over to Memphis. 737-800 coming in from Boston, Logan, now it's going to be making a service over to San Diego. And lastly, a 321neo over there on the way far side. This aircraft's coming in from Nashville, and now it's going to be heading over to, let's see here, Anchorage. And then you can see up there we have a 777-200ER, and this aircraft's currently coming in after a service in from Paris, and he'll be heading out tomorrow over to Seoul as well. Let me bounce over here so we can get some nice light here. Down there at the end, we have, sorry guys, the sun's at a really tough time of the year. When I'm recording this in October, it's like right behind me, so I can't get a very good angle here. Here's this American Airlines Boeing 777, this 787-8 rather, excuse me. This aircraft came in earlier today from Kahului and now is going to be getting ferried over to Philadelphia. Really should just be a revenue service, to be honest. Airbus A321neo coming in from Los Angeles on a turnaround service. 737-800 is coming in from Atlanta and now it's heading over to Buffalo. Airbus A321 with fence tips and CFM engines coming in from Ontario and now it's heading over to Sacramento. And a Boeing 737 MAX 8 coming in from New Gordia. Airbus A319 pulling into the gate from Grand Rapids, now it's heading over to Harrisburg. And we have this logo on the winglet, 737-800. And this aircraft is coming in from Boise, and now it's going to be heading over to Columbus next. Have a couple taxiing aircraft, so we'll go ahead and knock these out since the lighting's really good. Viva Aerobus, Airbus A320neo. They started a new route last month. I apologize. I didn't get to say it live in a video. Hopefully I covered it in the route update. I think it's Lynn, something like that. It's a really cool city, so excited to see that for them. So looking very good on their brand new service to that airport. And this guy came in earlier today from, Monterey. And the Spirit Airlines Airbus A321neo is heading over to Fort Lauderdale after coming in from Chicago O'Hare. And it's American Eagle CRJ-900 heading over to Dayton, Ohio. This is actually a turnaround, believe it or not. Sometimes they'll have that. And the British Airways Airbus E380 Super is heading over to London Heathrow. What a great looking aircraft. I need to get a replacement for that model too, but it happens to the best of us. Let's see here. We need to hit up, let's start with this Airbus A319 and then work our way around with the nice lighting. So here we go with this Airbus A319. This aircraft is currently coming in from Vancouver, and now it's going to be making a service today over to Key West. Here's this Airbus A319 with IAE engines. This aircraft is making a service in from the Houston George Bush Airport, and now it's going to be heading over to the Des Moines Airport. Here's a 737-800 and a One World livery coming in from Calgary, and now it's making a service over to the Toronto Pearson Airport. And a standard delivery 737-800. This aircraft's coming in from Mexico City, and now we'll be heading over to St. Louis. This Airbus A321neo that you're currently seeing right here is currently making a service in from Seattle, and now it's going to be doing a ferry flight over to, a revenue service to Phoenix. And we have an Airbus A319 with sharklets right there. This aircraft coming in from Wichita, and now it's heading over to Bakersfield. If that's mainline during this month, it may not be. I apologize if it isn't. We have a 737-800. As this aircraft is currently coming in from Jacksonville. This aircraft's now up to Norfolk. And a Stamp the Cancer Airbus A321. This aircraft is coming in. Let's just go ahead and bounce around views. Was thinking about it and I was like, should we continue? Well, it looks kind of cool. And I was like, no. So let me go ahead and get over here. Gosh, it's so tough to see. Sun just blinds it. A little bit better there. There we go. That's good right there. And this E321 is heading over to Seattle after coming in from Charlotte. Another Airbus A321 coming in from the Philadelphia airport, and now it's going to be making a service today. Heading over to Tampa. Let's go with the San Jose del Cabo. Try to get as many destinations as possible. You just see it and then it clicks, and then you're like, oh, we used that already. Airbus A320 coming in from Syracuse, now heading over to Louisville. TWA Boeing 737-800 special colors. This aircraft's coming in from Boise, and now it's heading over to Cleveland. And right next to its partner in crime, actually, we can zoom this out for a good view, and I need to help out the antenna on Astrojet. Great to get it in here today. Let me go ahead and fix that up. There we go. This Astrojet 737-800 is currently making a non-stop service today, coming in. Trying to get some new routes here, make sure I don't miss any. Let's take him over to Omaha, and now it's going to be making a service today over to Reno. And then we have the Airbus A319 over here. This aircraft's making a non-stop service today, coming in, from Little Rock, and now it's heading over to the Fayetteville Airport. This American Airlines Boeing 787-9 is currently making a service in from Honolulu. This will be a turnaround for him. And we have this American Airlines Boeing 737-800, as this aircraft's making a service in from Burbank. Now he's going to be heading over to Cincinnati. We have a Sun Country 737-800 over there in the back coming in from Cancun. That will now make a service over to Minneapolis. And we have the ERJ-170 Envoy Retro for American. This aircraft is coming in from Stillwater, Oklahoma, which is one of the 5 new 170 routes. So that's really cool. Glad to see that. That's really, really neat. Never thought they would be getting a 170, but here we go. We thought it would happen at some point, but interesting that it wasn't the 175 first. I'm kind of kidding. The 170 makes a bunch of sense with how many Envoys begin. It's really cool to see that for January and February. And now it's going to be heading over to Lawton, which is also new. So very cool to see that for them. I don't think they've ever got 175s either, so certainly a really big W for those airports. United Airlines Airbus A320 taxiing onto the runway. This aircraft is making a non-stop service today, heading over to Chicago O'Hare after coming in from Newark. And we got the double talent show of UPSs. The Boeing 747-400 is coming in from Louisville and now heading back over to Anchorage. And the MD-11 is coming in from Ontario, now heading over to Chicago Rockford. So we absolutely love to see that effort. Short final, we have the American Airlines Airbus A319 with Sharklets. This aircraft's making a non-stop flight today, coming in from, Birmingham, and now it's going to be heading over to Amarillo. Okay, zooming out here, we got the Dreamliner, so now we're over to this American Airlines Airbus A320 real quick. As this aircraft's making a non-stop service today, coming in from Myrtle Beach, now it's going to be heading over to Sarasota. And we have this Learjet 45 coming in from the Las Vegas Harry Reid Airport, and now it's going to be making a pretty standard flight today over to Topeka, Kansas. Here's this American Airlines Boeing 737-800 with the logo on the winglet as well. This aircraft's coming in from Belize City, and now it's going to be heading over to Boise, Idaho. Yet another American Airlines Airbus A321neo. I'll actually use it as a 321. Very hopeful that another release comes out sometime. This aircraft's coming in from the Washington Reagan Airport, and now it's going to be heading over to West Palm Beach. You can pretty much call it a 321neo there. That's probably happened at some point. Here's this American Airlines Boeing 737-800. This aircraft's making a service in from, Colorado Springs. Now it's heading over to Cozumel. And pulling into the gate, we have this American Airlines 737-800, as this particular offering is pulling into the gate from Phoenix, and now it's going to be heading over to Palm Springs. This American Airlines Boeing 737-800 is currently coming in from Albuquerque, and now it's going to be heading over to Baltimore. And lastly, I have this American Airlines Airbus A321neo is currently coming in from Salt Lake City, and now it's going to be heading over to San Francisco. And here's a Contour ERJ-145 coming in from Greensville, Mississippi. A very cool route. I'm very glad to have the model. GeminiJets did a very good job on it. And a variety of 175s. In the route segment, I'll talk about the new 170 routes. So I'll go ahead and smack at you mainly 175 routes. Let's get started with all these are Envoy. The first one's coming in here from Abilene, Texas, and now it's heading over to Bloomington, Illinois. This 170 is going to be heading over to Champaign, Illinois, after coming in earlier today from, let's take him in from Houston Hobby. Let's substitute that for Jackson, Mississippi. This 175 is coming in from San Angelo, Texas, and now it's heading over to Rapid City, South Dakota. And this 175, once it focuses, there we go, is making a service in from Brownsville, Texas, and now it's heading over to Springfield, Missouri. And we have this CRJ, the 700 for SkyWest, coming in from, it always throws off the flow, but it's good for different. Let's bring this guy in from Roswell, New Mexico, and now it's heading over to Santa Fe, New Mexico. And here's this 175, making a service in from College Station, Texas, now it's heading over to Fort Smith, Arkansas. That one also got the 170, I believe. Here's this CRJ-900. This aircraft's coming in from Tallahassee, Florida, now heading over to Montgomery, Alabama. This CRJ-900 is coming in from Augusta, Georgia. It's now going to be making a service over to Huntsville, Alabama. Another 175. And with this one's going to be coming in from Louisville, Kentucky, now heading over to Mainline, Illinois. And we have one more CRJ-900. I'll just throw it on a SkyWest CRJ-700. Well, let's go with the 175 route, a realistic one to bridge the gap here a little bit. This aircraft's heading over to Little Rock, Arkansas after coming in from the Destin Airport. One final one, we'll say that he's going to be coming in from Daytona Beach, and now it's going to be heading over to Shreveport, Louisiana. And, oh, we already did these. I'm sorry, guys, my bad. Let's see here. That's already a full table. So we do have our American Airlines hangar over here. Mom did not get the super glue in time, so sorry, guys. No fixed models here yet, but February will be a great month. Likewise for these guys over here. Beautiful American Airlines Boeing 777-300ER. Expect some more comprehensive ground service equipment and detail coming in the coming updates, and two Boeing 777-200ERs in the One World livery. And just like that, that'll do it for today's video, everybody. I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's airport update. We had a bunch of nice, various moving pieces here today, and really glad to get DFW in a really good, consistent schedule. Yes, I'm recording this in October, but the good news is that enables me to be able to, this fall, I'm really gonna be able to focus on some projects I've really wanted to, and finally just get back into the groove of that fill. I don't wanna jinx it, so I won't go too far on the limb, but the flight simulator streams that we at least did then and hopefully are still doing in some capacity now are going really well. Dylan will be gone for a couple weeks, so that will put a little bit of a pause in it, but hopefully that ended up going well throughout the fall, and then all the other various projects that we've been working on with real life content, which hopefully is flowing fine, along with obviously all of our model aircraft content. So looking very forward to the future, and I hope each and every one of you are as well. Dallas is going great. We talked about the Barcelona route that'll be starting next summer. We also talked about the new route for Viva Aerobus, so congratulations to them. That's absolutely awesome. And we also have the new service for, there was somebody else. Somebody else was, I think, starting a route, and that hopefully was discussed. So looking forward to a more comprehensive roundup in the next update, and I hope each and every one of you are as well. But nevertheless, that'll do it for today's video, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe, trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.